But Maruti management is speaking on the numbers. Let's cut across.
Carrying on normally, we expect to start production during the financial year, and we are at the stage of finalizing the next site where we are going to expand. I can't yet disclose to you where that site is, but we would be able to do that fairly soon, I hope, once we have all the deal finalized with the concerned state government. I think those are all the comments I want to make at this stage. We'll leave it open for questions now. So thank you very much. And I am now open, and the rest of my team is open for questions, unless anyone, Takuchi-san or anybody, wants to add anything to the remarks which I've made.
Thank you, Bhargava-san. I think it's quite well illustrated our current situation. So I think we can straight go to the Q&A session.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, our first question is from Leshamba-san from PTI. I request Leshamba-san to kindly go ahead and ask his question.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, I was looking at the wholesale numbers. So Q2 it was slightly down and H1 also slightly down. But you said the retails are doing in the festive season. But overall, if we look at it, do you think that in the second half of the year you can catch up so that you can look at around 3 to 4%?
I would very carefully request you, please don't look at wholesale numbers. The performance of the car industry and the market is determined by the retail numbers, not by the wholesale numbers. We had a situation in the last month, 2 months, where industry as a whole had very large inventories available. Our dealers also had well over 30 days inventories. We have been systematically planning production to reduce the production to suit the market requirements and bring down inventories. We have actually reduced wholesale dispatches so that inventories can come down. The retail sales have been much higher than the wholesale figures, as you'll see. Our retail sales in this festival period, as I said, the festival period, we take it from the end of Navratri till the end of till Diwali. Retail sales will be almost 3 lakhs of cars, far higher than the dispatches. And that is what we are doing to make sure that the inventories are at a reasonable level and there's no mismatch in terms of dealers having to hold and pay for large inventories.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification. And just another question about the Maruti Suzuki R&D contribution on the development of ICE vehicles going forward. So Maruti was supposed to take over most of the development programs for the new ICE vehicles, where the EVs are taken over by Suzuki. So I just wanted to understand on that front, how far has it progressed, and in terms of the new lineups that you have announced previously. So what is the update on that?
No, that's a program which is ongoing. There's nothing which is going to happen in a sudden, but gradually more and more work relating to the development of ICE vehicles is happening in India. We are expanding our R&D organization. We have taken over a new building for that, and we have constantly adding to the number of engineers in R&D. It's an ongoing process, Mr. Nishamba. It's not something which will be something sudden or a one-off or something. It's a continuing process.
Thank you, sir. I'll come back in the queue again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Leshamba-san. Sir, our next question is from Sharmishta Mukherjee from Economic Times. Sharmishta-san, we request you to kindly switch on your video as well if possible.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes, Sharmishta-san.
Hi, Shana.
hi, sir. How are you?
All good. Carry. I can hear you.
Sir, I wanted to check. A lot of FMCG companies have been saying that there is pressure in urban markets. In that context, like what kind of impact are you seeing in demand for automobiles in rural versus urban markets? And given that, you know, a lot of purchases are made during the festive season, is there any uptick in demand for small cars that you're noticing right now?
As I said, the total retail sales have increased by about 14% compared to last year. I think Partho will give you the breakup between the urban and the rural markets. As far as small cars is concerned, I don't think there is any significant difference which will show that something is revived quickly. But again, that is something which Partho will be able to answer better. Go ahead, Partho.
Sir. Hi, good afternoon, sir, Mr. Shan.
Yes, good afternoon, Partho-san.
Yeah. So as I would like to share that rural market is doing pretty well. In H1, the rural market growth has been to the tune of 8%. But urban actually, as you rightly pointed out, there were reasons for it due to the elections. H1 was really bad, and then that monsoon which came, that also created a problem. So urban is under pressure. It was minus 2%. But rural, there was a very good traction. And as Chairman sir rightly said, that this festival season, we are having a very good traction. We are going to sell most of the vehicles. Our network stock is going to come down. In smaller cars, we are seeing a good traction in the WagonR actually. So if you go to the market today, you won't find the WagonR. It's so easily available. But yes, there are some models in which you can get the vehicle in the market. So we are seeing a good traction across all the variants.
Okay. Sir, and we have been seeing in the industry, we have been seeing a high level of discounts, and this had started since festive last year and it's gone on increasing. Now that with the festive season, some amount of inventory will come down in the channel. Can we expect similar levels of discount to continue in future, or do you see that tapering off?
I think
discounts are a function of the market condition and of what the company itself does in terms of scheduling its production to better suit the market requirements. If you create large inventories, you will have to give more discounts to clear them. If you get your inventories down to much more reasonable levels, the pressure to give discounts is not the same. So it'll vary from company to company. It may vary from market to market. But overall, I do not think that in the coming months, in the case of Maruti, our discount levels will be higher than what we've been giving so far, because we have better aligned our production with the market requirements.
Okay. Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharmishta San. Thank you, sir. Sir, our next question is from Yatin Mota from CNBC. Yatin San, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Yatin Mota from CNBC Awaz. Sir, I just wanted to know the overall, things on the ground as to has the discounting, increased, because there were earlier news reports that, a lot of auto dealers are having higher inventories. Obviously, you said that post the festive season, the inventory levels are expected to come down. But has the discounted, increased? And in the presentation, I was looking at the promotional cost being higher for the quarter. So are they abnormally higher for the quarter, or is it like a normalized number?
No, I have just explained what has been happening about inventories and retail sales. And certainly the discounts in the last quarter were higher because inventories were higher. But as we have just said, retail sales in this festival period have been very good. They've increased by 14%. Our wholesale has actually not increased. It's gone down by about 4%. And as a result, the inventory levels have come down sharply. So we don't have that same pressure now of high inventories as we had at the beginning of the quarter. So that itself will govern what happens in terms of discounts and promotions and things.
Right, sir. Has the discounting gone up? If somebody can help from the management.
Which discounting has gone up? From when? I just told you that as inventories come down, discounting also comes down.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Yatin San. Sir, our next question is from Pankaj Dowal San from Times of India. Pankaj San, could you also switch on your video, please?
Sorry, I'm joining you from a car, sir. First of all, wishing you all a happy Diwali.
Right, that's the Maruti management. Pretty confident and positive commentary. So 3 lakh units, 14% growth on the festive season, and no real reason why discounting should be higher than before from Maruti's side. In the small car portfolio, it's not really seeing a big recovery, but some models are doing well. WagonR, one of the gentlemen from Maruti said you can't really find WagonR that easily in showrooms. I mean, implication being that it's doing very well from the small car portfolio. So stocks recovered a full 3% from the day's lowest point. It was around 6%, and then look at what's happened now. So about 11,165 or so where we are trading at. Gurmeet is, of course, been waiting by.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.